Dhammapada verse 12. One who take truth for truth, they take untruth for untruth. Such persons arrive at truth, for they hold the right views. Once upon a time, Brahmanas named Upatissa and Kolita lived in Rajgriha. Realizing the impermanence of the world, both of them took refuge under ascetic Sanjaya for liberation. Only in few days both of them had passed the bounds of Sanjaya's teaching, and in due course of time both set out in search of the right teacher. They travelled over the land of rose apple, but they could not get their doubts resolved from any teacher. So they mutually decided that amongst the two, whoever first attains the deathless state shall inform the other immediately. Having made this agreement, both of them got engaged in their own spiritual practice. At the same time, the Lord Buddha arrived in Rajgriha along with the retinue of monks. One day, the wandering ascetic Upatissa saw the monk Assaji. He started thinking in his mind that I have not seen such a calm and serene monk till date. Why should I not talk to him and ask about his teacher, or from whom he professes the doctrine? Therefore, taking the right opportunity, Upatissa approached Assaji. The monk Assaji told him about the Buddha's doctrine and discipline. Hearing only 2 verses, Upatissa attained deathless. After some time, he took permission from monk Assaji and went to his friend Kolita and repeated the same stanza Assaji has pronounced. On hearing this, Kolita also became deathless. Then both the friends decided to visit Buddha to seek his blessings. They thought they should ask their former instructor Sanjaya to join them. Thinking so, both the disciples went to Sanjaya and requested him to come to God, but Sanjay was not ready for this. When the disciples asked the reason for this, Sanjaya replied, "In the past, I have gone about as a teacher of the multitude. For me to become a pupil again would be absurd." He further added, "There is more fool than wise in the world. Therefore, if the wise go to the wise Gautama, then the fools will definitely come to me." After hearing this, Upatissa and Kolita departed. About 250 wandering ascetics of Sanjaya's group also accompanied him. Sanjaya could not bear the shock and died immediately. Then Kolita and Upatissa saw the Buddha and became his chief disciples. They told the Buddha how Sanjaya had disagreed to take refuge in the Triratna. While narrating the above verse, the Buddha explained, Sanjaya, because of his wrong vision, like a fool, mistook the truth for untruth. On the contrary, Moggallana and Sariputta were wise and took the truth for truth and untruth for untruth. Only they hold the right views. A few days later, Kolita as Moggallana and Upatissa as Sariputta became the enlightened ones. A person interested in spiritual progress must be aware of spiritual values. It is true that material things are also necessary, but they are not the values to be sought after for spiritual progress. If a person have to give prominence to material values, then they cannot attain any spiritual heights. The wise man who is able to recognize the true values that lead to spiritual achievements is capable of attaining spiritual heights. Such a person is possessed of right views. This verse emphasizes the importance of proper sense of values, which is essential to the practice of the spiritual path. The purity and prosperity of our lives depends on our sense of values. Those who misunderstand values have wrong aspirations and never attain the true wealth of life. If you like our work, kindly like, share and subscribe. Also press the bell icon for timely notifications. May all beings be well and happy.